Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. All praise unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Wa Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone. Honors you, brothers, that be pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. So this is going to be a video basically going into chaos on the horizon. And one thing that is easy to forget, I mean, ridiculously easy to forget, in your own so-called day-to-day life, all right, is the fact that no matter what's happening, okay, in your so-called immediate life, all right, your lifestyle, whatever you want to call it, the reality of the situation is the prophecies are the prophecies, man. Okay, you could have a situation where an important family member to you drops dead right here, right now, and that might break your mind. Okay, but the reality of the situation is that that's not going to affect the prophecies of the Lord. Okay, you could be in all types of situations, man. But again, what's written is what's been written. Okay, whatever happens, whatever's happening in your so-called day-to-day life is not slowing down the prophecies towards World War III. It's not slowing down the chip being brought out. Okay, that is to say, there's a bigger thing about this, man. All right, there's a bigger story at hand. All right, no one single man's personal affairs, and I'm speaking about my own situation right now. No one single person's affairs is bigger than what's happening with this truth, man. Okay, the Lord has already got this thing in motion. So without much further ado, let me go into this. So I might call this chaos is on the horizon. All right, and you're gonna, like the scripture says, you're gonna be circumspect. You're gonna keep your eye single, focused. All right, focused on really the job at hand, because there's so much distractions out here, so much different things you can feed into. It's very easy, especially within the Esau society, where you got the smartphone, and the smartphone's attached to all kind of demons, man. You got all kind of message from this person, notification from over there. Okay, you bombarded daily with emails from all over the place, man. All right, and those are distractions, man, from what's really at hand, and that the scripture says, what the scripture says, and that's that the end is the end is at hand. Okay, so let me read this scripture right here. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians 5:1. It says, "But of the times and seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you, because you should already been known." All right, you call yourself a prophet, the Lord out there teaching, then you're kind of supposed to be rooted, man. Okay, you're supposed to know that the Most High is gonna deal with it. Well, really, even if the Most High didn't deal with it, there was men that was faithful unto death. Did you know that? Okay, the scripture said that you're supposed to hold the faith up until to the death, man. Okay, the scripture talks about how them that have died in Yahweh Shai, they was gonna be raised up first, or they was already in the chariots. That's within the book of 1 Thessalonians too. All right, that is to say, man, it might be even be in the previous chapter. Oh, beautiful. Okay, it's just in the chapter before. So let's start here within the book of 1 Thessalonians 14. 4 and 14. So it says, "For if we believe that Yahweh Shai died," let me read up. Let me start from above that. Okay, 1 Thessalonians 4 and 13 says, "But I would not have you be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope." Okay, so basically, you might have a brother that might have been pushing this truth, okay, and passed away. Okay, if he was truly a brother, you ain't gonna worry about that, man. Because check out what the scripture says. So it says, "Therefore, if we believe that Yahweh Shai died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahweh Shai will the Most High bring with him." All right. So when the Lord comes, like it says within the book of Acts 1 and 5, okay, he was going to return the same way that he left, with a big father ship, the chariot that was going to basically block out the sun. Then the men that had died within this truth, they was gonna be with him at the same time. 15th verse. "For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep." So you ain't gonna take precedence over a brother that's been pushing this truth and has died over this truth. All right. So it says, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout and with the voice of the archangel. This is the Lord making his return with the trump of the Most High. Donald J. Trump. And I'm not saying that's what it means. By the way, I'm just being facetious. The trump of the Most High, because when you check out the movies, pretty much when the chariots make their appearance, they usually have a horn and a noise, and that comes from the scriptures. And the dead in Yahushua shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them into the clouds, to meet Yahweh in the Yahushua rather in the air, and so we shall be with him forever. So pretty much, if you died within this truth, all right, you're supposed to have faith unto death. Basically, you're supposed to have faith unto death. So like I was saying, there's no situation that's bigger than what's been written within the scriptures. The scripture talks about how that there's no temptation. We haven't suffered any temptation that's not common amongst men. All right, people suffer in the ways we suffered on a day-to-day basis. You lose your job, you lose your woman, you lose this. Okay, you gain something and then you lose it. This is common things. Continuing, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So the Lord, when he makes his appearing, unless you're watching the signs, you could be caught off hand. Like, just like how you had it to where in the days of Noah it was eating and drinking, so the return of the Most High, the Son of the Most High is going to be in a like manner. People are going to be eating, they're going to be drinking, they're going to be rejoicing, they're going to be given into marriage and being given into marriage. And so they was going to be caught off guard. But the reality of the situation is that the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, was going to send his son, and his son was going to make his appearing, and his appearing was going to be as that of what? As of appearing as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. So when people are talking about, we've secured this, and this is safe, and this, that, and the third, that's when sudden destruction was going to come upon this place. And we're kind of living in that time right now. People are putting away this Brexit thing, and that's in like a couple of days. All right, you got this thing happening out there with Venezuela. You got the thing happening out there with Trump, and pretty much everybody within the world hates you Americans. So you never know what's going to pop off when an American's involved. You got this dude out there within Australia. Was it Austria or Australia? I believe it was Australia. He was popping, he's popping the hell out of them guys that was out there, going to show you that Esau's frustrated. And that makes me think about, that act that he did makes me think about the book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, where it talks about sedition. So sedition is what? Civil unrest. And people got all kind of things to be unrest about. All right, they got all kind of situations that they're going through that's been imparted upon them by way of the government or by way of whatever, really by the government. You're talking about people losing jobs. People are going to go up, you're talking about this dude shooting up a mosque. Okay, that goes back to what? That goes back to the society that he's living in. And pretty much he felt that what? That white superiority was waning. So he had to go out there and try to gain it back. So people are not at rest right now. All right? So it says, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them as travail upon a woman. So anyone act like that could lead into a World War III. You got the financial thing, the monetary system, that's been hella jack for the longest. You go back 2008, what happened? You had the stock market crash, and was that the housing bubble? And they show you that within the movie The Big Short. Well, guess what? A lot of the financial problems that they had prior to the 2008 crash, they haven't fixed those problems. They merely masked over it. Matter of fact, they've gone even worse into a situation where they could be impoverished, man. So this thing of the destruction coming, that can come overnight. You got the proxy war that was being played out there within Syria. You had the situation. You got the situation where American army bases are all the way around Russia. So this thing could pop off at any point, at any minute, man. All right, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them as travail with a woman that's travail as upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. So you ain't supposed to be in darkness. You're supposed to be keeping your eyes focused on the prophecies coming to pass. See, when you're focused on the prophecies, man, really you shouldn't be getting shaken up, because no one singular act within your life is bigger than the prophecies. All right? No one singular act is going to be bigger than the prophecies, to the end that you can be put to death and the prophecies is still going to come to pass. We're the expendables, man. We're like the expendables. Here it is, we're doing the job. We're so-called saving the world. Well, not so-called, but we're saving the world of Israel, quote unquote, right? But we're expendable. But see, if you get expended on account of being sincere and pushing this word, and you so-called lose your life within this truth, guess what? The Most High said you were still going to be all right. So you're supposed to go hard or go home right about that, man. All right, for brethren, ye are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief in the night. Ye are all the children of the light and the children of the day. Ye are all the children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of the darkness. So pretty much, let me read this. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us be sober. All right. For they that are asleep in the night, and they that be drunken in the night. So that's pretty much it, man. So with that, I'm going to say, all praise unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahshai, Wahara, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone. Honestly, brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity.